Yeah, what's good, YouTube? Hey, before we even get started, y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm handing out information all month, man. All month. Well, all year really, because I'm gonna be, giving you jump shots, bills. Hey, look, whatever. Whatever the case may be, man. But hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends. Um, But today we got a lot of information from 2K. It's nothing crazy, but it is helpful information. And personally, I want to start with this. I want to start with this photo that they gave us. As you can see on the cassette tapes, uh that's our official, like, that's the roadmap. That's the roadmap we're gonna get. I'm gonna get a screenshot, put that right here. Wow. That's the roadmap that we have. And if you don't want to, like, focus in on that, I'm also going to break it down when I get to those sections. So I'm not going to exactly talk about it right now. But everything is charted out week by week. It doesn't have an exact date. It's all like the week of this, the week of that, the week of this, the week of that. So that's how that's going to go for 2K. That's normal. We're not tripping off of it. What I am going to bring up is this House of 2K. What does this mean? Spike's room. Last Spike I know was Spike Lee when he made the, you know, 2K16 story mode. What does that mean? Guess we gotta find out. Jersey room. Stat for the swapping jerseys thing. Are they gonna let us swap jerseys with who we want? Cause I'm not gonna lie, playing through my career and every chance although I didn't never really focus on it, but being forced to pick up a what's his name, Mikal Bridges jersey, like Jalen Brunson's on his team, like I'd rather have a Karl Anthony Towns jersey. I'd rather get an OG Anunoby over a Karl Anthony. But besides the point, there's a lot of players that I would pick a jersey from, and y'all are forcing me to get people. Like, you feel me? Mikal Bridges, like, come on. So let's hope. Trophy room sounds like trophy room, but what really stands out to me, please, 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 don't don't say sunset room. And it's, bro, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Because they talked about changing the park. I'll get to that later. But please, what does sunset room mean? Like, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Cause I would, I'm team bring back the old parks. I don't care if you keep this gameplay. Sunset, Rivet, Old Town. I'm cool with that. I deal with those parks 10 times over every time. No complaints from me. I'm living and dying with that. Um, and then the very last thing that I want to get to from this would be, I think we get a first look at build. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you what his stats are. But if you look right here, we got a small ball forward. He's 6'7". They're like 226. He got a 7-foot wingspan. Like, you feel me? Like, this looks like it must be like a high school, like your report or something, because, like, it says top something. I don't know if that's like top 10 or maybe top 50. You might be top something in the nation. That could be like your report coming out of college. They did say something about college coming back. So, like, there's a lot on this photo here. You can pause and take a look at it. Like I said, I'm just going to, you know, I'm hitting everything on the head on where I feel like the focus should be, or at least where I want to focus at. If you know you need some other information from me, just let me know. Um, I don't do my team. My team does have a, section. They didn't forget about my team. I don't play it, so that's not something I focus on heavy. So, with that being said, I kind of skipped that. I do apologize, but that's not my demo. But nonetheless, let's get into this information, man. All right. What we got here is 2K's official roadmap. They gave us pretty much like 3 pointers of each. I'm not gonna, do too much. Like I said, we already been through this. Uh, but I will put the courtside review in the description so you can hit that link if you want to just read it word for what they have. I pretty much made it short and simple, sweet and to the point. All right. So first thing we have is skill-based gameplay. It says gameplay reveal week of July 28th. That's like typical 2K fashion, but I will say they gave us some like great vibes off this. Cause first thing they gave us was the greener mist for like most modes are like permanent. Like that has to be a thing. Like you don't get the I say like they say competitive modes. So I don't know if that means like, just pro am or like, any those modes. I don't know if that applies to the rec. We'll just have to figure out. I don't know if that be considered, one of those comp modes, but that is a mode where a lot of people take serious. So uh yeah, we got Green and Mist back. And that's, was already kind of in the game if you put it on high risk, but I guess this is just like mandatory for certain modes. Nonetheless, we also have that they're bringing back the green, like you can see the green inside of the shot meter when it comes to dunking and jump shots. The vanishing meter, I thought that was stupid from the jump. I hate it. All those meters were absolutely terrible this year. Personally, 2K24, the pill meter. It was shaped like a pill. It had little, bars, tatting, from bottom to the top. You could see how big the green window was. You knew where to release it. That I feel like if I'm doing a dunk meter, that's the only time I really use it because I didn't care for no shot meter. I mean, yeah, I don't keep my shot meter on. So that was fine, I'm not shooting, but I hate that you couldn't see your green window when you were going for a dunk meter. That's absolutely stupid. All they had to do was rework 2K24 system. Like that dunk meter system was broke. It was. If you got beside somebody, you were punched on. Trust me, I had a 6'3" punching on everything. So I understand that. That was just that had to be fixed. I don't know why they went with this one for 25, but it seems like we're getting back to, you know, common sense. Nonetheless, third we have layup timing. That's a permanent thing now. There's no more what is it called? Real player percentage. Um, so I hope that includes the switch ups. I hate that people can bail out doing switch ups. That blows me because I feel like it takes no skill. And you can sit here and try to justify it. No, I've watched people go up with 3, 4 people at the paint. Everybody jump at different times, so you switch it up and it don't, you feel me, it go in. But whatever. Next we have it says build with insights. New, clearly. But hey, Brad, this one was really like really thin. It was a very like thin type of information when it came to this. We got body types are different. Cat breakers are back. They updated the takeover system. I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing. And they made little hints at, the builds being, different. Like you could be a small guard. But they say stuff like this all the time. So I can't really, just jump head first into that don't really like mean too much to me. I gotta see it for what it actually is. So we're gonna hope that, builds tall builds actually mean something. Who knows? I can't really. this part of the information made me like it let me down because they didn't give me anything that I wanted to know, anything that was actually going to be helpful. But nonetheless, August 4th is when we get this information. Um, yeah, man. But next we have the my career side. August 25th is when we get, full reveal of that. They did give us some nice information on that side of it. The story is clearly, out of bounds. Am I like overly hyped for this? No, not really. It was real simple stuff like you can get drafted by the team you want to, which we have, or I mean, well, you can pick the team that you want to go to, which we have, or you can like work out, do all this extra stuff, and actually get drafted. That's cool. That's fun. I don't necessarily know like if that was supposed to just, like knock it out of the park, but that was really, really all that I got from the my career side of that. This is really about the story based. They did say if you get objectives this time, I don't know how many people actually play my career, but they said if you get objectives and you're supposed to outplay your rival, you don't, now your agent is struggling to get you, opportunities or whatever. But I hope if we got to go through all this, we're actually getting VC. Like, give me VC for what I do. These weak contracts, like, bro, I got bored and I've been playing my career on my Pally build. You seen it on the channel. I got the goat mask and all that, bro. My endorsements for signing with the same shoe is at 2,500. I'm in year 4 or 3. One of the 2,500, bro. And that's at the end of the year. I've re-signed my contract after winning 2 championships in a row. 1,000 VC. What are we doing? You have a 2-time MVP, 2-time defensive player of the year. I want everything possible. But nonetheless, okay, 2K. Whatever. Don't really care about that. But yeah, we also have these dynamic banners. I don't really know why that felt like, why they felt like that was important, that we really, really want to make sure that the banners are hanging in my career. Whatever, whatever. The banners are going to be hanging. The banners are going to be up there. Now, lastly, we got the city information. That's going to release the week of August 25th. Now, this was also one of the sections where they penny pinch. They penny pitched the whole way. I'm not even gonna cap. But from what they're saying is we got a smaller city. Um, and it sounds kind of like they just kind of pinched from each 2K. I'm kind of thinking that it's like, what was it? Maybe 17 where you can just kind of load up from the menu exactly where you want it to go. I want to go into this park. If that's just if they got it like that. But you can load into this park, you can load here. You can pick where you want to go from the menu. That could just be me hoping and praying. But as you see, it says more ways to flex in the city. That's giving you a 12-foot statue, I believe. A 12-foot statue. The person that's balling out for the day, rec, park, whatever mode you're grinding in, if you're the top player for that day, you will have a 12-foot statue that's going to be looking down on everybody. Evan's words. And by the way, this is clearly Evan. This is who I was talking about in my previous video. This is Evan. But he said, 12-foot statue. That's all fine. That's cool. Let me know in the comments if you want me to actually grind for that. If you want me to put in that work, flex my muscle real quick and get that statue, I can do that. I do that for you. Then they went and said we got a park makeover. Said we're getting realistic parks. Everybody's been complaining that the parks aren't realistic. This and that. I can agree. I'm not a fan of the mech suits dangling and overhead. Like, if you're gonna give me this beach vibe, give me back the sunset. That was cool. Like, whatever. But for all this extra wild pirate, like on a sail, no, bro. Cruise, no, bro. regular parks. So from what I'm getting at, we got those realistic looks. And what that says to me is they kind of getting into like that hint of, hey, you might have seen this. Maybe it's Rucker Park. Who knows? But they did little stuff like lighting changes. They made it to where shadows, shouldn't be a problem. And then, they said they got a set time. So hopefully we just hooping during the day at all times. But that's all the information I got for you, man. Any questions, drop it in the comments. Y'all already know how I get. I'm out.
Hey, damn it, I'm cold as an iceberg. But fuck it, I think that I like her. Gotta stop playing with ladies, she calling me baby, I think we might wipe her. She tell me to put down the cup, but I'm doubling up and I think I might pipe her. She tell me to fill it with love, and she getting stuff, I think we for lifers. Damn it, I'm cold as an iceberg. But fuck it, I think